Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. So glad to have you here. Lauren, do you want to open us up?
Sure. I just want to thank everyone for joining me. This is way out of my comfort zone, so. But basically, Bridget just suggested, hey, come do this live video chat with me about Plexus and why I like it and how it's changed her life. And so I was like, okay, sure, let's do it. So that's why we're here. And basically, I've just been using Plexus. All of you know because I've been talking to all of you about it for the past month. And but yeah, I've definitely seen I've seen a lot of energy, extra energy, and just my stress level has gone down a little bit. I'm more patient with my kids. Just a lot of different little changes starting to happen. But Eric's also taking it with me, and he's enjoying it as well. Yeah. He's been way happier. We call it our happy pill. So, but anyway, I'm just trying to get all my friends and family to do it with me. So this is where Bridget comes in, I guess, to help share the information.
Totally. Oh my goodness, so fun. That is so funny too. You know, my husband was like stealing pink drink from me my first month on Plexus because we didn't get him on right away. And I was like, you can't use up all my pink drinks. They only have a 30-day supply. Like, we're going to have to order more. So our second month, we got him on it. And that is the same exact thing I've noticed with him right away. It's like he's very stable, steady guy, but it's like just a little bit more lighthearted. Does that make sense? I'm like, I know there's a difference. But let's get going. Okay, you guys, so I'm Bridget. I'm the wife to a helicopter rescue swimmer. We're in Cape Cod. We just moved here. Our house is packed with boxes. And I have to say, Plexus has been such a blessing. I'm glad to have it in my life during this transfer because out of any transfer and the craziness we've gone through, I just feel like I've been like, just steadier and not having a million meltdowns. Do you know what I mean, military-wise? But here's the deal. So I was raised basically on no sugar. My mom took us to health food stores growing up, and she would be asking the ladies questions, and I would be listening and looking at labels on bottles. But we were raised just very naturally. But I did have a lot of ear infections as a child, and I knew from later reading that it was due to gut health. I had crusty, itchy hands growing up and always like some sort of rash. And again, that's usually gut health. So basically since a child, I was always on a probiotic of some sort. And of course my mom would get the fanciest, most expensive one, right? And it seemed like a lot of those things kind of died down even through my college years. But age 35, it's like a switch. I don't know. Something happened. We had 4 children, and I'm a homeschooling mom, totally living my passion and my dream, right? And I did not recover from that last pregnancy. Uriah was like 3 years old, and I was so down, you guys. I really was fighting depression on a daily basis, and that was not like me. And I thought, is this still like postpartum depression or baby blues or what? But that's another thing. My monthly was like insane. I was up and down and moody and bloating and fatigue. And mind you, I had never had issues during that time of month, ever. So my husband was like, who are you right now? When we got married, you had no monthly issues at all. So all these things were happening all at once, 3-year period again. All the itchy, sad hands came back where I was just scratching. I couldn't like chop up my veggies in the kitchen without like my skin crusting up and bleeding. So gross. I don't know why I'm telling you all the gross details, but again, like chronic constipation came back from when I was a little girl. My mom would like give me prunes every night for dessert, to try to keep me regular, whatever. And here we are, doing like CrossFit-like workouts. I'm working out 5 days a week. I'm eating so clean, no dairy, no gluten, all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm freaking falling apart. Um, so number one, my hubby would pray for me every single night because we're Christians, and he would just be like, Lord, please give us answers. Please heal up Bridget. She's doing all these things. They're not working, My huge probiotic little, vial that I had wasn't working. All of my supplements, nothing was working. So my friend Corey, oh my goodness, reached out to me. When you have those friends that you respect, you look up to, you trust. She's one of those. I know she's not rash. She's not going to fall for some like weird, I don't know, I'll just say pyramid scheme, right? Because when she first showed Plexus to me, I'm like, oh, I don't know what that is, but that's so weird, and I'm not putting it into my body. But she was like, Bridget, this got me sleeping through the night again. It's dealt with my anxiety. It's taken away my headaches. My hair was falling out. Now it's coming back in. And I'm like, well, why is it doing all these things? And she said, and this is what she said, this is what Plexus is. It's a company that deals with the root of all of our health issues. Gut health, blood sugar, and inflammation. So even traditional physicians right now will say and agree that if you heal and address those areas, the rest of the body will heal. So you guys, this is so bad, I don't even want to say the words, but I took 7 months to decide to get on Plexus because I'm crazy Nazi ingredient reader girl, and I had to research out the products and the company. I was like, I'm not buying more supplements. I'm already on all this stuff. But man, when I researched out the ingredients and heard about the origin of everything, I was like, babe, I think we should do this. So my friend Corey said, get on the triplex, do it for 6 months. Trust me, Bridget, you're going to feel amazing. And here I am, and I'm at like 17 months now, you guys, and eczema is totally gone. No more constipation at all. That was dealt with like within a month, you guys. My monthly cycle, I don't even know when it's coming. I'm going to give you a little bit of detail right now. Like literally I have to look at the calendar. So we're at a birthday party on Saturday. And there's my period. Totally was not prepared. Had to like go out to ladies that I didn't know. I'm like, hi ladies. In need of a little help. But literally I was able to share. I'm like, I had no warning. No signs, no up and down, no moody, no bloaty. Hello. Amazing, right? So it was just thing after thing. Basically everything has been addressed. The exhaustion, just every afternoon, I just was like, I can't do my life. Like I just want to be on the couch. Evenings were so hard putting kids to bed. So most days, there was 3 years where my husband would come home from work. David would, finish up our dinner. He would clean up dinner. He would get kids bathed. He would read to them and then send them to me to say goodnight and then put them to bed. So crazy. But Mama is totally back in the saddle. Completely. And that is why it's so easy for me to share Plexus, especially with moms. So right away, like when I started to feel better, I was like, so-and-so, oh my gosh, like you need this. You get such horrible cramps every month. So I'm going to share, just try to go quickly with you guys on why and how Plexus works with all these random issues. I know you're thinking, well, do I have to take like 40 products? Like one for skin, one for this, one for that. No. Basically, everyone who comes to us in Plexus, we ask them what their health issues are. And then it's actually a really easy job too. So all we say is, wow, you're the perfect candidate for the triplex. And it's these 2 products at night. And it's this in the morning. I'm going to start with this. It's called Plexus Slim, and it's a pink drink. And I was so skeptical of this because it is pink. And I was like, Corey, I am not going to put red food dye into my system. And she was like, Bridget, it's dyed with beetroot. And you guys, beetroot is like anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory and good for blood pressure and helps to flush fat from your system and build lean muscle. How awesome is that? So even the coloring is totally pure. But the job of this is to balance your blood sugar levels. And there might be some of you on here who are like, I don't have diabetes or prediabetes. I don't have blood sugar issues. You guys, I said that. I literally, from the doctor, my levels were beautiful. However, I was crashing multiple times every day. And you know how after you eat, you get that tired kind of like low feeling sometimes, it's your blood sugar. You know, after a really good night's sleep, when you wake up and you're still not refreshed and you just feel slammed, and I'm totally not talking about a hangover, but actually that could be kind of the same thing, because our blood sugars can crash too the next morning. Pink drink. When your blood sugars are balanced, it's so crazy what happens. The inflammation level in your whole body goes down. So like my skin issue, that was inflammation, you guys. It went down. When you level your blood sugar, your body flushes fat and holds onto lean muscle. It also balances you. I remember Lauren, when we were first chatting, was like, hey, now this is called Plexus Slim. I really don't want to lose weight. Like, I don't need to lose weight. And I was like, oh, good, because really, this product they should have called Plexus Balance instead of Plexus Slim, because it balances everything. We're talking cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar. The ingredients are all from plants, you guys. The number one ingredient is chromium, and 90% of Americans are totally deficient in chromium. It's totally crazy. What you do with this is you drink it once a day. You can drink it twice a day if you'd like, a half an hour before a meal. Something that happens, again, if you level out your blood sugars, you guys, you're going to die. It totally deals with any sugar or carb cravings. How crazy is that? And that is such a miracle for so many people. How many people do you guys know, especially women, how we're like, oh my gosh, I just need more self-control. I just need to not buy that. It's just self-control. Like, I just can't help myself. So you guys, how crazy is it that it really has to do with our gut health and our blood sugar issues? To be able to go to the core of our issues is so amazing. So, so that's basically Plexus Slim, but it also has prebiotics in it, you guys. And prebiotics, these are prebiotics. They come in and totally feed the probiotics, the good bacteria that you have in your system. It's kind of like Miracle Grow right here. This will feed, you're going to be like, why are you telling me this? But I promise you, you will care. This will feed the Akkermansia bacteria that's in your gut. And this is why you want that, you guys. Akkermansia is the bacteria that they've found in people who are naturally lean. You know, people who just like my husband, high metabolism people, right? A lot of men have a really solid amount of Akkermansia in their gut. What they found is obese people and people who struggle with their weight are really low in their Akkermansia. So this will feed that. There are clinical studies that totally prove that it feeds Akkermansia, which is just awesome, because as we get into our 30s and 40s, our metabolisms go down big time, right? So this is so balancing. Last thing about this with blood sugar, it's probably one of my favorite things, you guys. When we balance our blood sugars, your mental clarity, your focus, and your emotional stability will even out. I have a friend just now who is now like, Bridget, I'm getting off of my meds. Like, my doctor said I can start weaning down off of my meds. You guys, totally crazy, and I love it. And that's what kind of pulled me out of my slump big time. Okay, so next thing, I'm going to go right into it. You guys good? You guys still there? You're not sleeping or anything? Some people might be the ones with their videos off. So this, I love to take like half an hour before I eat breakfast in the morning, or half an hour before lunch, but really any time. Like right now, I can drink this whole thing, and I totally will before I go to bed, and I'll get better sleep because it levels out your blood sugars. Love it. Okay. These two products, this is the other part of the triplex that everybody gets on, because these go to the root of the issue. Every serious health challenge, and even the basic ones we face on a daily basis, like energy, right? Okay, Probio 5. This is what sold me on Plexus. I was on a very expensive refrigerated probiotic every day, but I wasn't feeling any different. I was taking a probiotic since I was a tiny little girl, and many different ones. I tried everything. But the special thing about Probio 5 is that it also has enzymes in it. Those enzymes go in and kill off the bad bacteria in your gut. What happens with most of us, especially in America, is that our balance gets way off. Like it's supposed to be, 10% bad bacteria in our gut and like 90% good, but we get way off track with antibiotics and medications and alcohol. And anytime we eat sugar, oh my word, like bye-bye good bacteria, right? Stress, you guys, will wipe out your immune system, but also your gut. It's why, have you ever been stressed and your stomach starts churning or nervous? You know what I mean? You'll have churning stomach, or even like your bowel movements just might be totally off. And I know that could be a little TMI, but it's true how our brains are so, and our stress levels, our cortisol is so connected to our gut. So you want to be getting your gut into the right ratio, right? The good and bad bacteria. The bad bacteria that God gave us in our gut is there to decompose us when we die. So do you see why so many people are so sick? They're literally decomposing on the inside because their bad bacteria levels are way too high. This can cause autoimmune deficiency diseases, so many different things, you guys. It's all connected. One thing I want to make mention of in here too, one enzyme, it's called serrapeptase. You guys, this enzyme is so special. It acts as an anti-inflammatory. So it's good for chronic discomfort, for respiratory health, like lung issues, crazy, seasonal issues. It's great. I mean, it basically deals with every area of the body because it lowers inflammation and deals with the gut. It can help with hormonal issues. You guys, if you go and Google tonight, I don't know, you could Google PMS and gut health. You will find a million scientific articles showing how they're all connected. So all of this is connected. Blood sugar and hormones, gut health, and you know what I mean? And I suggest you do that. If you have questions, or if you're like, really, Bridget, how did your crusty, itchy, hands have anything to do with blood sugar, gut health? Totally Google it. It's amazing. So the last thing about Probio 05 too, I just want to make mention of is that, when you are killing off the bad bacteria in your gut, you're also repopulating it with good bacteria. But when you're killing off the bad, we always want to make sure that our bodies are flushing out this bad bacteria. So for me, when I was coming onto Plexus, you guys, I had been chronically constipated for so many years. And so that's where BioCleanse comes in handy. Even those who do not deal with constipation, this comes in gently. And, Lauren's husband is a rescue swimmer, and my hubby's a rescue swimmer, and they swim, they do crazy training in the pool, right? Oh my goodness, like tonight, Lauren's husband might be flying, and I'll bet you anything, he had his BioCleanse today. It's so gentle. Some people see BioCleanse and they're like, okay, that means I'm going to be on the toilet for like 3 weeks, And I'm like, no, it's so gentle. It's amazing. So this comes in and flushes out the bad bacteria that this has killed off. They're the Wonder Twins, totally. BioCleanse also energizes your body and oxygenates it. It's an amazing magnesium supplement, basically. And you're finding that 70% of Americans, guess what? For some reason, we're deficient in magnesium. A lot of it is because our foods, we buy all organic, non-GMO, oh my goodness, no hormone, all this stuff. But still, our foods are lacking in so many minerals. So those who are lacking in magnesium will have regular anxiety and stressful feelings, maybe leg cramps, constipation, poor sleep, low energy, you guys. And what is super cool too about BioCleanse is that it's so preventative. Where there is oxygen in the body, disease cannot thrive. How cool is that? It's amazing. So I love taking this after my workouts because anytime you work out, your body flushes magnesium out. It's like something that needs to be regularly replaced. Even a good walk, you're going to need your magnesium. After sugar, sometimes we have sugar, amen? And you want to be replacing that every single day. So these go together. I love taking them at night. It makes it super easy to remember. I just put them on my nightstand and I'm like, drink them down with water and go to bed, and my gut is getting to work at night. Okay, Lauren, where are we at? Do you want me to share on X Factor Plus at all? A little
Sure.
blurb? Yeah?
Yeah, real quick.
So you guys, I just shared about the triplex. It's what everybody gets on because honestly, it is what is the most effective in Plexus. Plexus is like a super simple company. Can I just tell you, there's like 17 products, but we always point people to these if they have any health issues because we know if it's given time, right, and consistency, it's totally going to do the job. Most people are on a multivitamin. And I know for me, I'm a weirdo like this. I had been researching for so long. Like even my husband would be like, Bridget, I really want to be on a good multi. And I'm like, I know. I'm still searching for one that does not have synthetic ingredients in it and that's bioavailable. It just seems right to me. You know, all these were so expensive. So, man, guys, Plexus, they wowed me. I came home from convention in June and they did product training. And I researched out every ingredient in X Factor Plus. They just nailed it. Nailed it. Well, number one, I just want to say they did clinical studies on this. And for whatever reason, this is a really cool little tidbit. It's for men too. But women who were dealing with menopause, their symptoms went way down. Like hot flashes went bye-bye. Isn't that awesome? And also people who were struggling to deal with stress and some anxiety as well. X Factor Plus totally nailed it. I think the number one difference about this vitamin is that it includes aloe in it. So that's why most people like month 2, month 3, they'll add the multivitamin because what it does with the aloe is it raises the absorption level of all of your other supplements and food. This is a crazy number. Up to 300%. So a lot of people, when they get on X Factor Plus, the second or third month of being on the triplex, their energy goes up like crazy. People who want to lose weight, they notice that that's when everything is kind of supercharged. So I love X Factor Plus so much. What else can I tell you really quick? The B vitamins in here, you guys, are all methylated. And if you don't care what that word means, oh my goodness, that is so okay. It just means it's not synthetic. This does not have folic acid in it. And all of you here who have been pregnant, what does the doctor tell you? Make sure your your prenatal vitamin has folic acid in it, right? When we're pregnant and afterwards. Well, guess what, you guys? Folic acid is synthetic and it actually builds up into this toxin in our gut. Who knew? So what we want is folate. That's the bioavailable form of folic acid. It's a wonderful prenatal, a wonderful postnatal. I mean, my baby is 5 and I'm like, oh, bring me some folate, baby. So that is the deal with Plexus, you guys. It really is simple. I know that was so much information. That's probably the hardest part of these little calls. I'm like, we can talk on every one for 3 hours. But basically what it comes down to is that these products, and I'm going to hold up the little triplex. These are the ones that just will go to the root of every health issue. It's a huge blessing. Gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar. I'm totally here to help if you have any questions. I'm a big researcher and question asker. So when my friend Corey shared with me, I'm like, hey, what about this and this and this? So don't be a stranger. It's so fun to share. And please have hope tonight. If you have been wondering, like, why do I feel this way? Why am I so tired? I never used to feel this way. I miss having energy. I don't even remember myself anymore. There is totally so much hope for you. It can take time, of course. The body has to detox, right? So the first 60 days on Plexus, it's kind of a gentle detox time. And praise God, it's not this horrendous, like, detox. Been there, done that. And I still do those big detoxes, but Plexus isn't like that. So for the first 60 days, we try to personalize your products for you and help you through detox. And then the next 4 months, we're moving into healing and balancing. It's so amazing. Oh, there's Valerie. don't know what, but I couldn't see her. She's so darling.
I think I had my video swiped. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I could hear you, but I couldn't see anybody.
That is okay, man. So fun to meet you guys. That was so fun. Does anybody have any questions right now? Usually we just say bye. If anybody has any questions, feel free. Lauren, how are you doing? Is it still thundering over there?
I think it's quieted down, so hopefully we'll get this one to bed. Yeah.
Is she going to be up for a while? Is she the type that'll need to be settled down? Or
No.
ready for bed?
As long as there's no thunder, she'll go to bed.
And no ambulances next door.
I know.
Oh my goodness. I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
Any questions? No?
No, I think, you know, I've told Lauren before, Nate and I are definitely, it's something that we want to talk about and do. But as I go through this, like in the next few months, especially once school gets started and everything gets settled back in, that I'll probably talk to Lauren more about it. Because, I mean, we're definitely interested in something like that.
Awesome.
The more energy part is what I really need. Feeling better.
My goodness. Yeah, I mean,
snapping at the kids.
Right? It is so balancing. We actually have another product which I could like, one more product. It sounds so infomercial like. It's in my fridge right now. Lauren knows about this one, but it's called Vital Biome.
Am I supposed to put it in my fridge?
So that's the new thing. That's what they just said. Yes. So get it. You can put it in your fridge because with this one doesn't need to be refrigerated. But they say for Vital Biome, they're really feeling like they'll help keep the strains going longer. If you use it up within a month, it should be fine. But that one, man, they formulated that for like a morning probiotic. So when everything dies off in your gut from this, that just restores you all over again, you know, with good bacteria. And the clinical studies are all about anxiety and stress. I couldn't believe it. So like all these people, like all my old customers, you know, who would already just, their anxiety went down, maybe they stopped having their attacks and everything else, you know, especially panic attacks, they added Vital Biome, and it's like they are new people. You guys, it all goes down to the gut. And can you imagine the longevity too of some people's lives after getting on Plexus? Once you balance your blood sugar, they say that that's like the number one reason why, you know, those like Aboriginals that live to 110, 120, that's what they found. Good gut health and balanced blood sugar. Who knew? So we're going to live to we're 120. I don't know about that. As long as I feel really good, I better feel really good. It was so fun to hang out with you guys for a little while. I'm so glad we made it happen. Nice to meet you, Vicki and Chris.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for the information.
Thanks, everyone, for taking the time to join. So,
absolutely.
Message me if you have questions.
Have a great night, you guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, everyone.